Here's a question for you. Are you talking in the client's language? Hello, my name is Greg Story. I'm the president of Dale Carnegie Training here in Japan. We're coming to you from the High Performance Center in Akasaka in Tokyo. And when I say language, I don't mean, are you speaking Japanese, or are you speaking English or French or whatever language it might be. I'm talking about the language that they prefer to speak. And by that I mean we all have different communication styles that we feel more comfortable with. The person we're dealing with might be a very time is money driven type of personality. They have got no spare time, they're fully focused on their task, they're always worried about how much time this is going to take, they make rapid decisions, they push hard all the time. And if we turn up and we're taking our time to express what we want to say and we're talking rather slowly and softly, we are just killing them. Because they're sitting there thinking, time is money, this person is killing me, they're wasting my time. Why don't they get to the point, speed this up, come on, we've got to get out of here. So we have to understand from the very start, what is the style of speech that our client prefers? So if we're sitting there and we notice that they're very high energy, they're very rapid speaker, they seem to be, always extremely busy type of person, we better lift our tempo. If you're not like that, that's going to be very painful. That's going to be really hard because that's not your normal behaviour set. But listen, this is the client. You've got to adjust to them. They're not going to adjust to you. So how can you change your speech pattern, lift your energy up, make it a higher energy, stronger voice than you'd normally speak in. Speak a little bit faster and be more authoritative. Now, that type of very time is money, go, 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 driver type of personality, they have no problem with people being direct. They have no problem if you say, having listened to you, I can see now the things we need to do are boom, 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 we should do it now, let's get it going. They will not be offended, they will not be upset, they'll be happy, because they'll say yes or no on the spot, and away we go, one way or the other. That's their style. Our job is not to be them. We're not going to have, personality problems because we're trying to live someone else's life. No, in that moment of the discussion, we harmonise with what they feel most comfortable with. If we talk about, I feel close to that person because they're like me, that's a very common thing. We're on the same wavelength, I can understand that person, I'm good with them. That is how we work. And when you're in sales, you better match their style if you want to make the sale. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm me. I'm a free spirit. I'm going to go with the muse. I'll be fine. Good luck with that. Let me know how that's working out for you. For the rest of us, we'll match the style and make the client feel as comfortable as possible. Now, the diametrically opposed opposite of that, time is money, go, go, go style of person, the buyer, is the amiable type. A lot of these in Japan, I would hesitate to say, but there are, I think. And it's that rather quietly spoken, not particularly boisterous, rather contained, not showing a lot of energy, not showing a lot of opinion, and looking for harmony, and very interested in the human relations part of things. They're the people you need in your company. When you've got a whole bunch of these driver types running around blowing everything up, you need some amiables to run around and glue everything back together again. They're the people who go up to you after the meeting and say, well, Greg, are you feeling okay with that meeting? Did you had a little bit of a discussion there with Taro, are you okay? They're gluing it all together. They're very, very concerned about how people feel. Their thinking is, we collectively as a team will win if we get everybody on the same wavelength and same spirit, and we move together as a group. Their job is to glue that group together all the time. They like that. So when we get to them, cup of tea. Let's have a cup of tea. Sit down. Get to know each other. Build a trust. Drop the voice, like I just did then. You drop it right down. Take the energy out. And build a relationship first. Build the trust. It takes longer. You're not going to get a rapid decision. But guess what? You are not going to change those people anytime soon. They have become like that. They're going to be like that. You better adjust to them. So what you're looking for there is, right, I need to change what I'm doing. Now, I've got quite a lot of energy and, I'm very passionate about what I'm doing here. I struggle with those people. Driver types, well, I'm a driver, so easy, right? But the opposite, the amiable types, man, that's hard for me. Hard to drop my voice, drop my energy, take my time, build the trust. I'm like, time is money, let's move it on. But it can't be like that. I've got to match how they feel comfortable. And if I make them feel comfortable, I build a trust, then we're likely to get somewhere in business. Another interesting one that's quite hard for me too, another one is the analytical type. The scientist, the lawyer, the CFO, the engineer, technical people who love 3 decimal places, 0.001. Fine with that. They are loving that. More of that, the better in life, they believe. I struggle with those people because they're very, very micro-focused and very detail-oriented. And so I'm not like that. I'm more of a big picture person. So when I'm with those people, I better come with data, statistics, evidence, proof, testimonials, back up what I say, because they want to see where's the data and proof on this claim you're making. So again, they tend to be not so assertive, but they're very micro-focused. Now, again, if you're not micro-focused like me, that's a struggle. But I've got to adjust. I can't say, hey, you should be more open-minded and big picture about things rather than so focused on the minutiae here. But that's how they are. They are detail-oriented people, and they're terrific at that, and that's a strength in any company, right? May not be your strength, but that's their strength, and you've got to match where they are feeling comfortable. So when you come out with 3 decimal places and all this proof, they're very happy. And they're going to analyse it, and they're going to take their time, because that's what they do. And we have to understand that. Okay, this is not going to be a rapid decision. We're going to take some time here, but I've got to give them the proof to back up what I'm saying so they feel comfortable to go with what I'm offering. That's how they are. And the opposite to that, the diametrically opposed opposite of that, is the big picture person, the expressive. Now, these are often trainers, by the way, salespeople, actors, MCs, this type of thing, people who've got to be in front of an audience and project a lot. Now, they're very, very big picture, and typical with salespeople, right? Everyone who's in sales knows this. Nobody in sales wants to do the CRM, the customer relationship management, putting all that stuff into the database about what happened in the meeting. They don't want to do that. They want to go and be with another customer. So this is the thing of the marketing part of it needs the detail orientation, but the salespeople have that big picture orientation. They don't like the detail, and they want to get away from that. How many forms I have to fill out? I don't want to fill out any forms. That's how they think. So again, with big picture people, don't kill them with 3 decimal places and lots of minor detail. Talk about how great it's going to be and how the future's looking bright and how we're going to have a big party after the big success, and that's what they're interested in. They love to be around people, they're very upbeat. So, if you're rather contained and rather considered and rather quiet, you better lift it up. You better lift it up in tempo. Voice, energy, get that energy up. Like the driver type, you've got to get that energy up. Stronger voice, more assertion. Yeah, talking about the future, telling stories about people, really getting the motivation going. That's how they work, right? That's how they work. So you've got to then switch gears and become like that. Now, in fact, we're all of these people ourselves. All of us. We have all of those orientations ourselves. But we tend to gravitate to one more than the others. Particularly when you're under stress, you tend to go to one more than the others. So, as a driver type, as a leader, I have to really constantly watch myself, because what works for me doesn't work for my team. If they're telling me something, and say it's a project they want approved, and they start, telling me the detail and within probably 5 seconds, I've already made a decision. Drivers, we make decisions quickly. Got enough information, like it, let's do it. Well, no, I don't like that, we're not going to do it. But I can't say that. I can't say, right, we're done, yes. Even if I say yes, they're not happy. They're not happy because they didn't feel listened to. oh, my boss was so flippant, I really would put a lot of work into this presentation, and they just dismissed it and gave a flippant answer. They're not satisfied, right? So you've got to understand that for different people, you've got to adjust your behaviour, and we can adjust. Now, as a driver, I can become detail-oriented around the finances of the company. Get out the balance sheet, get out the P&L, go through those numbers. Do I like doing that? No. Do I want to do that for a full-time career? No. But in my role as a president, I need to look at the numbers, so I force myself to get in the weeds there with that type of detail for that particular purpose. Right? And the same as a trainer or as a salesperson, I have to become more people-oriented. See, drivers are crash through or crash. People, no. Task, outcome. That's where we're going with this. The people come with us. But when you're an expressive type, you're up in that people part more. So I have to switch gears, and if I'm leading people, I've got to become more people-oriented. If I'm presenting, I've got to become more open and outgoing. In fact, as an introvert, like me, I'm actually an introvert, that's hard. But you've got to be like that, in sales you've got to come out more and be more energetic and more people-oriented, and the same if I'm leading people, right, or I'm doing public speaking, whatever. So we're all of those different types. We're all driver, amiable, analytical, and expressive. However, we gravitate to one more than the other. And so when you're in sales, you've got to find out who you're dealing with here. How do you do that? Listen, watch, get them talking, and then you can observe what's their energy level like. Are they assertive or not so assertive? Are they people-oriented or are they task-oriented? So there's your quadrant, right there. High assertion, low assertion, high people, or high task. And you can basically plot them into one of those quadrants, roughly. But they're going to be more than one quadrant, but generally speaking, they have a preferred one. So all this is knowable. So if you know that, and you adjust what you're doing, then your potential client feels very much more comfortable with you, and they're more likely to do a deal with you as a consequence. But you've got to know these things. You've got to know, how would you know these things? Well, there's a number of ways you can know these things. One very good way, and I just happen to have it here with me today, is this book. Now, you can't read this because the way this thing works on Facebook Live, the book is back to front, but if you can read backwards or stick it against the mirror, you'll be perfect. Anyway, it's Japan Sales Mastery. I published this last year, and it's the product of over 30 years of working in Japan, selling in Japan, and understanding all the problems we face, particularly with Japanese buyers. This is written to deal with Japanese buyers. I mean, it probably applies to every buyer around the world as well, but particularly there are some idiosyncrasies here about Japanese buyers, which I cover. So get this book on Amazon, Japan Sales Mastery. This will help you a lot in learning how to deal with clients, and also a lot of the detail that is out there that give you the knowledge. Because, most salespeople, they're just not trained. They're just not invested in, they're not helped, they're left to their own devices, they've got to work it out themselves, and you're not going to find any other book out there that's going to help you on Japan. Roger March wrote the last book on selling in Japan 30 years ago, and this is the latest book by me. It'll probably be the only book for the next 30 years because it's so specific to the Japan market. But this is where you're going to go for knowledge. There's only one book available, this is it, buy it, and read it. And this will help you tremendously. But you may not like reading so much, you might prefer videos. If that's the case, then we have on our website different things there. We've got videos, we've got white papers, we've got all sorts of things there, but we have a specific thing on YouTube with our Japan Dalkani TV with videos, especially videos there. So Japan Dalkani TV. Go to YouTube, punch that in, and you'll see a whole section there on sales. You can look for stuff there. It's got other things as well, but if you're looking at your sales, or it might be on the website, which is enjapan.dalkani.com, enjapan.dalkani.com. As I said, we've got ebooks, we've got white papers, we've got resources, we've got stuff there for you. Again, knowledge, giving you knowledge to help you be more successful. And then those who like to listen, you're on the gym, you're working out, you like to listen to podcasts, or you're running, or whatever it is you're doing, multitasking, right? We're all multitasking today. Well, iTunes has got my podcast, which is the Sales Japan series, the Sales Japan series there. Go to iTunes, punch in the Sales Japan series, and you've got 118 podcasts there. Now, that's a lot of podcasts with a lot of information for someone in sales. And if you're not invested in, podcast is free, YouTube videos free. My book's not free, but it's a peanut anyway. The cost is nothing. It's not very expensive. The other thing, you go to our website, lots of stuff there, all free. There's no excuse for you not to invest in yourself and become a better salesperson, become more professional. If you want to get really serious, come do our training. We have a number of things. Sales leadership is a program we run for sales leaders, and we do that as an in-house program because it's so specific. It works very well for in-house training delivery. So if you've got a big sales organisation, a lot of sales leaders, then our sales leadership program, sales leadership course, perfect for you. Or you might be an individual, you might be someone who's been in sales for a while but never been invested in, never been shown any love by your companies or left your own devices. Okay, you might see if your company can bring in something like our 3-day Sales Advantage program, or we deliver it over 8 weeks. It's either 8 weeks, once a week, 3.5 hours a time, or we do it as a 3-day immersion program. That's the full bottle. That's everything. But then sometimes people don't have time for 3 days or don't want to do the 8 weeks. We have a 2-day program called Sales Power. There's one coming up in February, actually. Sales Power, excellent program. That's the full sales cycle without the prep and without the follow-up, but the main guts of the sales cycle. 2-day program, Sales Power. Or it might be something simply more than a 1-day program. So we do the Sales Booster, which is the first 3 stages of the sales cycle. Build trust, how to ask intelligent, well-designed questions, and how to provide the solution. So we've got a number of things there. Plus there's one more, which is sales presentation skills. So what I found is often I'm giving a talk to more than one person. It's a buying group. So how do I present? Often we're sitting down, or if it's a bigger group, we're standing up. So this is presentation skills. And, salespeople don't even get sales training, let alone presentation skills training. So again, you've got to go and invest in these things and get your company to invest in these things for you and get that presentation skills facility going for you in the sales area. Life gets a lot easier. When you know what you're doing, sales is not difficult if you know what you're doing. There are some resources available to you. Some are free, some are not free. Some are in-depth, some are more tactical. But it's there. The point is, become a professional. If you're in sales, get into sales. Become a professional. If you don't want to be a professional in sales, well, get out. Because the rest of us don't want you in our group because you're just ruining it for everyone else because you're providing lousy service to clients, not in their best interests, and you're destroying the brand of salespeople. The true professionals have the client's interests at heart, and that is their number one priority, make the client successful. The true sales professionals, that is their main aim, make the client successful. And as a result of that, they know they will become successful. Very simple process, but a lot of people miss that point. They get it around the wrong way. They think it should be for themselves, and the client's just a means to the end. No. Client interests come first. We will do well if we help them. Zig Ziglar was a great sales trainer. He said, you'll get everything you want in this life if you can just help enough other people get what they want. You can get everything you want in this life if you can just help enough other people get what they want. What a fantastic summation of how we should approach sales. Let's get the clients get what they want, and then we'll get what we want. So good luck with professional selling. If you haven't been invested in, if you haven't been shown any love by your companies, talk to your HR people, talk to your boss. If that doesn't work, look at the resources anyway, look at them anyway, but come and get some training from us. We will turn it around for you. We will help you, and your job will get so much easier. Good luck with that.